about to share with you. But first, kind of want to reflect on really just what a journey this has been for the Armada. A lot of people know part of the journey. A lot of people don't know about what the last few years have been like on this journey for the few dedicated staff members and folks in the background who've been working really hard to keep this thing going over the last couple of years. It started all the way back in 2015, first ever matchup against the opponent inside the bank, 16,000 fans on hand, and wow, the city was buzzing at that time, and we're so excited to get it buzzing once again. We think about just how it's been these last few years. This team has played at 8 different home venues over the course of its existence, and certainly some news about the home venue here to come in today's announcement. And there's been a few different leagues as well over the years, so some big news in that regard as well. All right, enough about me talking. We're going to get right to it. Let's get straight to our video and share the first of our big announcements here on this special day in Jacksonville.
Our city. Our city.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Our bold city. We are the river city of the South. We are arts and culture. We are sports. We are 904.
We are pickup soccer.
We are organized soccer.
We are the people in the parks and the river walks.
We are historic communities.
We are epic beaches.
We are the suburbs. We are the downtown skyline.
We are our nation's forces. We are the fleet.
It's our time. It's scoring. It's cheering. It's chanting. It's smoke and drums. It's you. So join us, Duval. We are the bold. We are next level. We are MLS NEXT Pro.
Puts it home! Nick Scardina! It's Bolaños! Bolaños! That's the moment they've been waiting for!
Well, there you have it, the big announcement, MLS NEXT Pro. Let's bring up Robert Palmer and Charles Altchek from MLS NEXT Pro for a quick photo opportunity.
Big moment. Yeah, let's get this right-sized. Great.
Now to make some comments, the owner of the Jacksonville Armada, Robert Palmer.
Wow, what an amazing journey this has been. You know, when I purchased the club, God, I guess it's been almost 7 years ago now, we were part of a professional league, and you know, the club had some financial trouble, and I stepped in, and we had this great run. We were winning, we were packing the stands at Hodges Stadium, had close to 10,000 people at one of our final games, and then the world changed. You know, the league we were in lost its sanctioning from U.S. Soccer, and the whole world for the Armada crumbled around us. And at that point, we had a tough decision to make. And I remember going home to my wife, Jill, and saying, what are we going to do? Like, this thing just fell apart. We bought this club. We want to support the community. We want to support this amazing sport, but we have to have a league to play in. And at the time, there wasn't one available for us. And it was really important to me that we figured out a way to get the Armada back to the professional level. And as we sat there and really looked at the landscape and we analyzed the landscape of U.S. soccer and the state of the sport in this country, it became very clear, in my opinion, that there was no path to success in professional soccer without alignment with MLS, with Major League Soccer. They had built this amazing league, they had the best players, they had the amazing brand, and I knew that for the Armada to have the success it needed, after all of that research and soul searching, that we had to be aligned with Major League Soccer. The problem was, at the time, there was no league under MLS for us to play in. And so we had conversations, and I had this hunch that one day that would change. And so we were patient, we waited, we sat back, and I remember somewhere around late 2020, we got the call that MLS was opening up a league that would be perfect for the Armada. And we started those conversations with Charles and others, and really spent a lot of time understanding their vision for the league. You know, we want to be in a competitive league. We want to be in a league that fosters other great independent clubs in addition to the MLS lower division teams. And we realized that the ultimate vision was exactly what the Armada needed to be successful, and exactly what the city of Jacksonville and our amazing fans deserve. And so through that soul searching, one of the things I realized is, for a club like this, for a team like this to be successful, we need three critical things. We need amazing fans, which this club has been blessed with from day one. From the amazing rabid supporters in Section 904 to all of the fans and the amazing city of Jacksonville. We had the amazing fans box checked from day one. And the next thing we needed was an amazing league. And while when we first bought the team, we were part of a professional league, it was unable to stand the test of time. And so we're excited here today to announce the next two legs of that amazing pyramid, which is the amazing league, which we have found inside the Major League Soccer umbrella, and then finally a home, a stadium for us to play in, which we're going to talk about shortly. But first, I want to turn it over to Charles from Major League Soccer and MLS NEXT Pro to talk about our relationship with this new league.
Thank you, Robert. And thank you, Mayor Deegan, and your wonderful staff for hosting us here today. This is a historic moment for the city of Jacksonville, for our league, MLS NEXT Pro, and it is an honor to be here. We have made many trips to town over the last several years, and we have worked together to bring professional soccer back to Jacksonville. And one of the many things that has impressed us is everyone's devotion to their city, to the region, and the love for all things Jacksonville and Duval County is real. It is that pride and passion that makes the partnership between MLS NEXT Pro and the Armada so impactful. Mayor Deegan, from our time together, I know that your belief in this city is unwavering, and that you understand the power of sport to bring folks together from all backgrounds. Soccer is the world's game, the universal language that unites communities regardless of race, language, religion, or any other difference that might otherwise keep us apart. Thank you for the opportunity. As a league, we are deeply committed to the communities we play in, and this is where Robert's dedication to this community, to Jacksonville, to the Armada fans, to Section 904, to all soccer fans throughout Northeast Florida, this dedication is what made today possible. All transformational projects have their own unique stories, key moments. While the history of the Armada goes back many years, our first meeting, which Robert mentioned, several years ago was important in so many ways. Robert is a generational entrepreneur. He has created tremendous value, building companies and disrupting entire industries, all while keeping an eye on the future and an eye on what is around the corner. And while we spent time in our first meeting learning about his various businesses, Robert wanted to talk soccer. And more specifically, he wanted to understand what we were building and whether it would be the right platform for Jacksonville, for the Armada, and for the fans. From the first meeting, we were aligned in our respective commitment to our communities, in our commitment to developing the next generation of talent, both on and off the field, to innovating and pushing forward both the sport and the way that it is consumed by fans in the stadium and from home, in our commitment to access and inclusion for all of those who want to be part of the beautiful game. And when speaking of community, I want to take a moment to acknowledge and thank Nathan Walter for his effort and dedication in working so diligently with all the key stakeholders to bring this vision to reality. It is a tremendously exciting time for our league and for the sport of soccer over the coming years. With new teams launching in the Carolina Core, Cleveland, and now Jacksonville, and more projects in the works, and with the World Cup kicking off in North America in 2026, it is Jacksonville's time to make its mark, and the Armada will be leading the charge. As the eyes of the world turn to the US, Mexico, and Canada in 2026, nothing will stop a young player from coming through the ranks of the Armada Academy and proving himself against top talent in MLS NEXT Pro and beyond, and potentially earning a spot with their national team and competing in the World Cup here in the US. To the fans here in Jacksonville and in all of Northeast Florida, you have much to look forward to. Today's celebration sets in motion the next chapter for professional soccer in this great city. I am grateful to be here with all of you today on this historic moment and cannot wait for the Armada's first league match. And with that, it gives me great pride to announce, Jacksonville, welcome to MLS NEXT Pro. Thank you.
All right, so there's the league announcement that we're all excited about. I think we have one more announcement that we may want to get to. Let's pay attention to the video once again. All right, so Robert's going to be back up here in a minute to give you some more details on the stadium portion of today's announcement. But first, let's bring up the Honorable Mayor of Jacksonville, Donna Deegan, to speak about today's announcement and more talk about stadiums. She's getting used to that lately, right?
Yes, this is a stadium deal I'm awfully happy to talk about. So, what an exciting day for the Armada and for all of us in Jacksonville. Many of you know what a huge sports fan I am. It's the Jaguars, it's the Seminoles, it's the Armada. I can say the Seminoles now because we're past Florida, Georgia, but I am also a huge Armada fan. You know, this is just an amazing day for our city. It's my belief that sports teams have the power to bring all of us together and grow our sense of pride. There's nothing like sitting in the stands with people from all walks of life, cheering on your favorite team and experiencing that moment when the winning goal hits the net. All of you who watched the Ted Lasso show, like I did, I know you watched Ted Lasso, right? Did everybody watch Ted Lasso? Knows that teams can be drivers of unity and togetherness. You just have to believe. And as I've told people very often in City Hall, be a goldfish. Those of you who know what that means know what that means. Those are values that I'm focused on growing in Jacksonville as your mayor. I also believe teams can be economic engines that create jobs and opportunities for neighborhoods where they play while driving increased tourism and revenue for the city at large. These positives are not a given, though. It takes a team that is truly embedded into the community, a team that truly cares and embraces its fans, a team that brings out the best in all of us. That's what we need, right? It takes all of that, and a team truly that inspires passion. And as everyone here can attest, soccer fans are some of the most passionate fans around. I'm excited to be here today because the Jacksonville Armada is certainly one of those teams. For the last 10 years, you have been really an important part of our city, the fabric of our community, and I look forward to the next 10 years and beyond. The city of Jacksonville is so proud of our partnership with the Armada, and we stand with you as you build your new stadium. It is such an important project for our community, and we are absolutely committed to it and to you. I'd like to thank the entire team, your leadership, organizers, and sponsors, of course, all the fans, for all you've done and will continue to do to bring all these wonderful things to Jacksonville. I wish you the very best of luck in the upcoming season, which I believe will be your best yet. And I cannot wait to join you in the stands to cheer on the team. Thank you so much, and go Armada.
We're going to bring Robert, Charles, and Nathan up here for a quick photo opportunity.
Let me grab my, oops, sorry. Oh, wow, nice.
Sports
nice
guy.
grab. Thank you. All right, let's see which way I want to put the, does it matter? Doesn't matter probably.
I think that's perfect.
Is this perfect? Okay.
Okay, great. We just need 2 stars. Let's do one, just the 4 of us, and then get them up.
Are we good? Pretty good.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay.
And now the owner of the Armada, Robert Palmer, will give some comments about the new stadium information released today.
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, we've got the amazing fans, we've got the league, and now we're going to have the home. And, you know, that was a big part of my commitment when I brought the team, was that we had to build a home. And one of the challenges we saw with building a stadium for a soccer team is all of the nights it's unused. And so we had this novel idea to create co-working space inside of the stadium. And so I believe the project we're taking on here in Jacksonville will be a first of its kind, where 7 days a week, the stadium space will be co-working, available to real estate agents at LPT Realty, my new company that's the fastest growing real estate brokerage in the country and in history. As well as other local companies that want to be close to those real estate agents and other financial services and other real estate related entities. And so we realized as we looked at things that a lot of the co-working spaces that you see designed these days are built to mimic the clubs and the lounges inside of major stadiums. And so we said, well, we're building a stadium. Let's just put the co-working space right in there. So in addition to the professional level stadium that we're building, there will be 25,000 square feet of office space embedded inside the stadium that will be, again, used 7 days a week for co-working space as we grow the business and bring more jobs and more business to the community. And the community is a big part of this, and we wanted to make sure that what we did was additive. You know, we want to build something amazing, something great for Jacksonville that helps enhance the community, that helps enhance the lives of those that live around the stadium, enhance the overall downtown corridor here in Jacksonville. And we believe with the vision from our architects and the vision that we've put together that that's exactly what we're going to have. And so I'm proud to say we'll be breaking ground on the stadium in January. Everything's in place. We're ready to go. We're waiting on a few last permits from the city, but I don't think that's going to hold us up. And then we're ready to go. And, you know, and our hope is that, again, pending that stadium construction process and pending the final permitting process, that we're able to play in 2025. That's our goal for MLS NEXT Pro. And, again, it'll be so exciting to have our fans, Section 904, all of the players being able to play at a true home for this team to never have to change venues in. We've got a 2-phase design for the stadium. Phase 1, we're going to build as absolutely quickly as we can because I want to get this team back on the field in time for the World Cup and in time to capitalize on all of the frenzy around soccer right now. But then we have a bigger vision through stage 2 to build an even larger stadium with a larger seating capacity, more office space to make an even bigger impact on the team and that community. So again, this has been quite the journey. I want to thank the City of Jacksonville, thank Mayor Deegan and everyone else who's been such an integral part of getting this stadium plan put together. We started this journey with the land option 3 years ago. And it felt like it was never going to get here, but today is finally here. We're announcing the league, we're announcing breaking ground on the stadium, and I can't be more proud of what we're going to build here together with the Armada. And I thank all of you for coming out today, for being a part of it.
And we have one final speaker for today. It is one of those original Armada members that I spoke of, who's been here from the very start, Team President Nathan Walter.
Hobbit size. Okay, wonderful. 10 years, crazy. My daughter was 6 months old when I started the Armada, and she'll be 11 this coming year. So, incredible, incredible. As you can see, a lot of work has gone into this project over the past 5 years. The downtown stadium will become the first professional soccer-specific stadium in the history of Northeast Florida. This facility has the potential to grow, with a phased approach leading into a pivotal period for soccer in the United States, with the Copa America in 2024, the CONCACAF Gold Cup in 2025, and, as you heard, the FIFA Men's World Cup in 2026. So, Jacksonville, it's time. It's time to take the global game and make it a permanent part of our community. Soccer clubs are a vital community asset all over the world. And this stadium will be no different. Its location played a significant role in that mission. Our out east neighbors, who plenty are here tonight, and the ongoing development and opportunity in our community for generations to come are top priorities. But this can only happen with the support of Northeast Florida. From fans to small and large businesses, it's going to take us all. With today's announcement, we officially kick off our MLS NEXT Pro season ticket reservation. This ticket will be available for sale at the FanFest this evening and online starting right now. The reservation opens the gateway to your supporters' experience leading up to the MLS NEXT Pro season, with special event invites, a free LPTR Armada jersey, if purchased before January 1, 2024, future discounts on apparel, free admission to the MPSL U23 games next summer. Please see more details online. Along with that, today we are unveiling some limited edition, cross-branded Armada and MLS NEXT Pro apparel, as well as a limited edition MLS NEXT Pro scarf. Again, this will all be available at the FanFest this evening and online. It's been a long time coming, and there are so many people we want to acknowledge in this moment. The list has grown tremendously over the years, so please bear with me. To our owner, Robert Palmer, and your family, thank you for your commitment to our community. To our current Mayor Deegan and dedicated staff, including Ed Randolph, Mike Weinstein, Alex Olston, thank you. To former Mayor Curry and his staff, especially Kirk Wedland, we express our gratitude. To present and former City Council members, including Honourable Gaffney Sr., God is good, Councilman Gaffney Jr., current Council member and former Council President Freeman, Councilman Peluso, the Honourable and former Council President Bowman, who I saw somewhere, and current Council President Salem, and the rest of the Council. We thank you. We thank you for your guidance and support during this opportunity. To our stadium partners, including Steve Diebenow and Cindy Trimmer of DMH&D, and all your dedicated staff, Casper Architects, led by Eric Casper and Chris Densmore, Andrew Davis and your talented team, John Moy and Ina Effendiva of Waits & Moy, Adam Feducci, Ryan Snow, Mark Harvey of Gilbane Construction, and of course, many of you know, Cantrice Jones of Acuity Design Group. To our neighbors in the Eastside community, Susan Pickett, Dawn Curlin, Pastor Harry Williams, Mr. Bruce Moy, Miss Honey Holzendorf, Alice Kimbrough, Avery McKnight, Dana Miller, Robin Wallace, Carla Foster, thank you all so much for your support. I could say thank you all night, but we have a fan fest to attend. My last two heartfelt thank you goes to a very special supporters group who Robert touched on today. This supporters group never abandoned the ship. They remained loyal through the thick and thin, and Section 904, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. My last thank you. I never thought I would be standing here 10 years pretty much to the day on when I started this Armada journey. I want to express my gratitude to my wife and my two incredible daughters. I wouldn't be standing here today without their unwavering support. I love you all, and thank you for sailing this ship. Go Armada.
All right, so Nathan certainly mentioned the two-location event that we have here going tonight. We've got, obviously, the press conference, and now it's time for the Fan Fest. So we invite everyone here to come join us at Intuition. As mentioned, plenty of merchandise and good times will be had downtown this evening. And for those in the media attending, we will do one-on-one interviews over towards the elevators. I'm Stuart Weber. It's been my pleasure to host you guys tonight. Thank you so much, and go Armada.